Proerythroblasts. Proerythroblasts, they are also known as pronormoblasts. From proerythroblasts or pronormoblasts, they will form normoblasts. Normoblasts, they are having three phases. Normoblasts, they are having three phases: early, intermediate, and late. So these are three phases of normoblast: early, intermediate, and late. After this late phase of normoblast, they will form reticulocytes, and this reticulocytes, they will form RBCs. This is how RBC is getting evolution. So this is how RBC is formed inside the bone marrow. This is the order of RBC production. Question number 1. Another example of language twist. Hemoglobin first appears in, this was the question in All India PG exam and many DNB exams. Why it is being asked in all exams? Because we are following guides, and guides, none of them they are mentioning right answer, which is mentioned on Wintrow's page number 21 to 121. Hemoglobin first appears in proerythroblast. I know you might be thinking about intermediate. My answer is not. For this type of language, my answer is not an intermediate normoblast. So when examiner asks this question, where hemoglobin appears first, this is the language: hemoglobin appears first. So your answer should be proerythroblast. And in All India 2013, this was the name they had mentioned: pronormoblasts. Instead of proerythro, they have written pronormoblast. So hemoglobin first appears during proerythroblast or pronormoblast phase. But see what I said, it's a language based question. This hemoglobin which is appeared first can be detected by electron microscopy or spatial staining. Electron microscopy or spatial staining. What I am telling you, this is a paragraph of Wintrow. Hemoglobin first appears in erythroblasts, that is proerythroblast, also known as pronormoblast. They will appear bluish tinge inside the mitochondria, but they cannot be detected by routine staining. It will be detected first by electron microscopy and spatial stain. Routine Giemsa staining will detect it. See this, now this language, if examiner says routine Giemsa stain will detect first, then your answer will be intermediate normoblast. So then your answer will be, so if examiner is asking by routine staining, hemoglobin detected first, then your answer will be intermediate normoblast. So remember, these are other names. Other names for early is also called as basophilic. Early is basophilic normoblast. Intermediate is polychromatophilic, and late is also called as orthochromatic. So these are various names. So always remember routine staining, or examiner is saying Giemsa staining, then we will go for intermediate or polychromatophilic, which is given in guide. So whatever mentioned in guide, that is not the first time of appearance. Examiner is asking first appears. He is not talking about what is staining. He is talking about when you can see them earliest, or when actually they are appearing first. So your answer will be earliest is the proerythroblast or pronormoblast. Fine. So this is how we have to solve this question. Now my question is, what is the routine staining? What is routine staining? I am telling routine stain. What is routine stain? So routine stain is a Romanowski stain. So this is a one family, Romanowski stain. So Romanowski stain is a family. Romanowski stain is a family whose members are Giemsa, Jenner, Wright, and Leishman. So these are Romanowski stain, Jimsa, Jenner, Wright and Leishman stain. So these are Romanowski stain which are routinely used. So when somebody says routine stain, it means he is talking about any four of these. Here examiner will ask you one question, which is most commonly used and which is the best one. So remember, Jimsa is most commonly used and these are the best one. Most common is Jimsa and best one. And if you remember, we have discussed in karyotyping also, Jimsa is used for G banding. So we were talking about this RBC evolution. So first we have seen hemoglobin appears first, pro-erythroblast or pro-normoblast. Hemoglobin first detected by routine staining, answer will be polychromatophilic normoblast. Question number 3, reticulocyte, is it nucleated or non-nucleated? What do you say? Reticulocyte nucleated or non-nucleated? So this is how reticulocyte appears. And in this cytoplasm you will find so many crisscross like substances. So no nucleus. Remember, reticulocyte, I am writing here, reticulocytes, they are non-nucleated. So number 1, this was PGI question, they are non-nucleated. Why it is called as reticulocyte? This is another question. Because they are having reticulum like or meshwork like structures made up of, this is the question, this reticulum like structure is made up of, this reticulum like structure is made up of ribosomal RNA proteins. So they are made up of ribosomal RNA proteins. There was a question, reticulocyte, is it larger than RBC or smaller than RBC? So what do you say? Larger or smaller? Answer will be reticulocytes are larger. So this is the order of decreasing size. Order of decreasing size. What I am showing you here is a order of decreasing size. So largest cell is stem cell, smallest cell RBC. So reticulocyte is, remember, reticulocyte is larger than RBC. Now there is a crucial question. Reticulocytes can be stained by Romanowski or routine stain? Many of the guys, they are saying no, we cannot stain. Wrong. We can stain. Remember, Romanowski, we can stain reticulocyte, but they are non-specific. So remember, reticulocytes are Romanowski stain positive, but this one is non-specific. So when examiner is saying, is it possible to stain with Romanowski, answer will be yes, possible. But when you say that, is it specific? Then you will say no, it is not specific. Then examiner will ask his next question, then what is specific?